Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Complete to Adam Troutman.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the Dolphins.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defense advantage, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
The pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Steelers nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone. For a touchback.
20-yard line.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Steelers nothing.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
7-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
When
coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left, and that'll be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Well, last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Dancing to his left. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check, check, lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's out to the left flat and complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
56, right there, 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Steelers.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Here we go on 4th down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
At the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
That's you. Single.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20 to 14.
Makes the score Dolphins 20, Steelers 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
They will keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Steelers 14.
Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Dolphins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.